There we go. I think we're live, people. Are we live? We are live. Chaircord and Achamagluck Johnny. And Johnny and Chaircord and Achamagluck are here. Welcome to the service, y'all. Guess what? Guess what?
Well, we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
That is correct. Correcto mundo. Got a lot of great topics for the community today. A lot of great reps for the community. I said I got a lot of great reps for the community.
Canada was a very...
Oh my god. I wish that autoplay wouldn't turn on because I want to show you the thumbnail for this video that I'm going to show you, but listen, it's fine. Sophia Gibson is here with that ranch. Guess what? Get that ranch.
Well, we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
That's that creamy buttery ranch. Creamy buttery with the love of God. Creamy buttery ranch from the love of God.
Yeah, we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
Uraine Jacolby. That is a billionaire's name, isn't it? Jacolby Napier. Dude, your kid's gonna be Jacolby Napier Jr. And it's gonna be heir to a fortune, right? This guy's a billionaire, right? This Jacolby Napier? This guy, that's something. There's something there. Alessandro, oh my God, the Ford rip. No, I'm doing a lot of Canada today, but I got to look into the Ford a little more. But love you. Thank you for telling me about that. Thank you for giving me the hot tip on that. Alessandro's my personal trainer. I have a personal trainer. He was telling me that I should do a story on Doug Ford. And I think it's a very righteous story. It's a good lead. I got to look into it more. I got to look into it a little more. I saw a little bit of it. There could be some corruption there for sure. He's pulling back on it now. I saw that. He's pulling back on his expansion of the real estate on the Greenbelt. That's basically what it is. It's a classic, maybe government corruption pay-to-play scandal. Classic, we're talking about. But I will look into that. This week I got some other very controversial stuff. Very hot, sexy topics. Very, if you touch them too tight, if you touch them, they'll burn you. Ooh, they're hot. Hot topics today. I can't believe that used to be a store. Have you guys ever been to Hot Topic? No, that is a store. Have you guys been to Hot Topic? You guys been to Hot Topic? I like it. I like Hot Topic. I think I got something from there. I think I got this from there, from Hot Topic. You guys ever go to Hot Topic? It's sick. They have good stuff. They have like, oh, this dragon in the egg. This is 100% from Hot Topic. Speaking of, I should get them to sponsor me. Great store. And you know what? They have a lot of paraphernalia that someone who studies loving kindness and someone who's trying to build a church of loving kindness, they have a lot of paraphernalia for someone like me. So I should ask them to sponsor me. Hot Topic, unofficial sponsor. Let's just say that. How about that? Unofficial sponsor, Hot Topic. Let's welcome y'all to the service, shall we? Yeah, got a lot of hot topics today. A lot of hitters. Lots to talk about. 2 comedy shows this week, actually. I should tell you about that. Hold on. Let me share my Instagram. And I will show you what all what I'm doing in the community this week. Let's get some community building music, actually. This is my Instagram, by the way. It's Fade to Brown. Make sure you subscribe to it. Fade to Brown. Got 2 shows this week. Stand-up comedy in Toronto. It's going to be some hot shows. Let me put some music on, though, for this. This is True Art, Real Affection Part 4 by Noir A. Blanc V from the YouTube Creator Library, and you're listening to the drip, rip and dip right here on YouTube. Okay. I'm seeing YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Is this stream smooth, people? Is it smooth? Is it like butter? Is it like ranch? Is the stream like a buttery ranch? Lux Report says, do you still watch Archie Luxury? You know, I haven't seen Archie Luxury in a while, but we're going to have to talk about him. But let me just tell you about a couple of shows I got coming up, a couple of shows I have coming up this weekend, and just what I've been doing in my life. This is a show I'm doing at Comedy Bar on Friday. This is going to be a great lineup. Sarah Ashby, Fade to Brown is me, Catherine Naker, haven't seen her in a while. Yao Atawe, he's the one who booked me. John Mostyn. This is a great lineup. And then Gorgeous Taco, I don't know, but I'm sure they must be powerful if they're on the show. So this is the lineup, Comedy Bar Friday. Get your tickets. If you don't know where it is, go on my Instagram page. You'll find it there. Let's go to the next one, shall we? This show is called Colored Only, but it's not for colored only people. You can come if you're white. All are welcome to the show. It's called Colored Only. It's by Bougie B. Bouger. Her Instagram handle is The Real Bitch Pudding. She's great. Bougie B. Bouger. I got to get her on the show. She's great. She's larger than life. Like, she's got a big, strong, powerful personality. I remember I saw her and my other comic friend at Electric Island, and it was Thing. It was, oh my God, it was Thing. It was Bougie and, oh my God, I can't remember the name right now, but she comes up to me after the concert. I saw them at the beginning, we were dancing, whatever, and then I met other people. I just like moved around. I'm like a social butterfly at these concerts. I'll see someone, I'll be like, oh, chill there for a half an hour, 40 minutes, go walk around alone, see someone else, chill there for a little bit. Anyway, I see them at the beginning and then I see them at the end, and she comes up and she starts grabbing my bum cheeks and she goes, hey, sugar buns. And I was like, stop it. Stop it. I'll never forget that. But I did forget her name. It was Bougie and another girl that we know. But Bougie's at a huge concert this weekend. Big concert. I'm a little jealous of this concert she's going to. I think she's going to, what's the big concert? Osheaga? I don't know. Something big. She's gone, so I'm hosting the show. I'm headlining the show. I'm headlining the show. It's going to be great. Listen, I'm on the show, okay? But just go to @FadeToBrown on Instagram. Check that out. Great. That's also a great lineup. Edward Kim, amazing. Faiza, Rasha Ilecki, Toby Solebo. I don't know, but I can tell you, Bougie, she's not letting any losers on the show. So they all got to be tight. Anyway, this is my family. We went to do the scavenger hunt downtown. This is my sister and her kids. Great. They're basically like my kids. And this is us taking the kid to Canada's Wonderland, and he's too scared to go on the roller coasters. And that's my cousin from India, Jatin. And we're basically making him sit. This is like a tester seat. So I took a picture in the tester seat, and I'm like, dude, what do you need to sit in the tester seat for? He's sitting in the tester seats. He's too scared to go on the ride. I know. It's a lot. This is like a family picture that we took. It was my mom's birthday. Yep. And this uncle came to stay at our house. Honestly, one of the funniest uncles that lived in my house in so long. Like, absolutely hilarious guy. This guy in the back, just so funny. The theories, the videos he was showing me. Like, there was he'd be like, hey, come talk to me. Come on. He'd yell from downstairs like, hey, Amish, come sit with me. Sit with me, Amish. Like, he was like, hang out with me. And for hours, sometimes for like hours at a time, I'm just like chilling, just two of us on the bed, and he's telling me theories. He's telling me like he knows this Indian filmmaker, telling me about his mansion. He's showing me this Guruji that he goes to. So funny. He goes, and he's showing me the video. The Guruji does miracle cures. And he's showing me the video, right? And I'm watching it, and I'm like, why am I not hanging out with this guy? Like, this is exactly what I have to do for my channel, is find these Gurujis. Of course, I can't find the link right now, but this uncle, he goes, look, Amish, look, this Guruji, look, he fix it, everything fix it. And there's a girl who comes in, she can't walk. She has like scoliosis so bad, she can't walk. She comes in, she's like, her bones are like just so crackly that she's just like, and she like falls, whatever. He goes, okay, beta, my good girl, very good, you're very good girl, okay. And he's like far away, doesn't touch, but from far away, he starts doing these spells. He goes, balance will come, Om Namah Shivaya, God is great, Om Namah Shivaya, balance will come, balance, stand up. And she's like, I can't stand. Like, she can't stand. She came in on a wheelchair. She like takes like 1 or 2 steps and then sits down on the floor. He's telling her like, okay, now stand up. She can't stand. He goes, okay, lie down. Balance it. Om Namah Shivaya. God is great. Om Namah Shivaya. Balance it. Stand up. He just does these spells and he goes, stand up. And she's like, I can't. It hurts. So then she's lying down, and then he gets a guy to come over, and while he's doing like, he's like, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Like, he's like saying these like mantras, these prayers. And as he says it, there's a guy over there stomping on her feet. It's really sad, actually. It's really sad because her dad makes her go there. And I don't think he's stomping that hard. I think it looks bad. I do want to say that. I think it looks bad, but it looks like he's like crushing her feet. But I think visually you can like step on someone's thigh and it squishes and it looks like so much is happening, but really it's not really happening, okay? So maybe that's the case. I don't know. Anyway, he's stomping on the feet. Then the guy goes, Om Namah Shivaya, God is great. Om Namah Shivaya, God is great. God is great. Stand up. Stand up. And then she stands up this time because she's obviously scared of them. She takes like 8 steps like this, grabs the railing, and she's like, ha, I can walk. I can walk. Ha. And she just like pretends to walk. And this uncle, he goes, see, he fixed it. See, look, he fixed it. He fixed it. What do you say? What do you say to him? I'm telling my cousin, my other cousin was telling me this is a big thing in India right now. These Hindu gurus, total scammers. I was talking to my other cousin was there, and another cousin. Okay, so there's 2 other cousins. One of them is saying that his dad calls him and says, "Hey, we're taking over this Ram Mandir, this old mosque from 300 years ago." He's like, "We're taking it over. We need support. We need donations. You and your brother got to send money." And my cousin goes, "Yeah, sure. I'll send you like 200 pounds or something. Pounds, by the way, pounds. Yeah, I'll send you 200 pounds or what, 250. We'll do 500 total pounds. Okay, cool." And the guy goes, 500? No, 5,000 pounds each. Send it tomorrow. Banking code 66492. Like he's just going into the banking info. This guy's like, whoa, dude. Looks at the website. He's like, it's a scam. The guy's like, you shut up. Hangs up on the kid. Anyway, so that's one cousin. I tell the other cousin that he goes, I don't think that's a scam because this guy's Hindu nationalist. Okay, fine. He goes, I don't think it's a scam. I'm like, what do you mean it's not a scam? He goes, the Hindus would never do that. This is what he says. He goes, the Hindu would never do this. The Hindu has fear of God. Not like everyone else. The Hindu has fear of God. The Hindu would never do this. Really? Hindus don't do any scams ever. Really? I'm pretty sure they're like the best at it. I'm pretty sure they got hitters. Let's look at a couple. Let's look at actually. Speaking of, that goes into our first topic. Look at this. Look at this collection. This is from a video called The Not So Holy Godmen Behind Bars. Okay, let's take a look at it. This is a Guruji. This is an Indian Guruji dressed up, and he's got a weapon from like old Hindu times. Let's take a look at this video. Do you see that? He knocked over an elephant right there. He just tipped over an elephant. And I gotta say, like, I actually, part of me is jealous of this guy, and like I do want to do what he's doing. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like this isn't some banger ass shit. You know, and I've said this for years. India is like the Silicon Valley for cults. And why? Because Hinduism is an open source. Just like Silicon Valley in America, they had all these religions and everything. Not religions, all these tech companies, and they have the best tech companies in the world, right? India, this is the Silicon Valley of cults because the Hinduism, it is an open source. So you can just take any reincarnation. I've seen people say, I'm the reincarnation of this guy, and I can say, I'm the reincarnation of this guy, like this guy right here. Imagine you said, I'm reincarnation of this guy specifically. People know this guy. There's this statue, this Babaji is in millions of homes around the world, right? You can see him. He's in millions of homes, this Babaji. So if I said I'm the reincarnation of this man right here, that's going to give me an automatic boost in my credibility. You can do that in Hinduism. And I've seen people literally be like, I'm the reincarnation of this guy, and then things aren't going well, and they'll be like, no, but now I'm channeling Shiva, and they'll switch their reincarnation. I've seen it. I can't find it right now, but let's watch this. This is great. Tipped over the elephant. But the Hindu would never do a scam. How can the Hindu do a scam? Abuse their piety, their status, devotees' faith, abuse their connections, committing grievous crimes. This video is from India only. It's the Quint. It is from India. I don't like when people from one country are like, why are you criticizing my country? You criticize your country and I will criticize my country. You cannot speak out of my country. Listen, I lived in India for 2 years, and I'm a Hindu, lifelong Hindu. Okay? I'm certified to do Hindu weddings. Okay? So if I want to do some commentary, anyway, let's continue it. Nityananda we've had on the show before, but we maybe have to start bringing all these people on the show because they are just fantastic. Like, to say that the Hindu would never scam, the Hindu cannot have a scam guru. To say it in the face of what incredible work these people are doing. Like, I mean, these guys are, we're talking about maybe the biggest cult leaders in the world. You know, sometimes I feel like the Christian cult leaders that go to India to convert, they say that on one level they're converting, but on another level, I think they're going on pilgrimage to see their Gurujis, who is a god man. Because these god men of India, they have like whole parades. They've been doing this for thousands of years. Wow, now I sound like an old Indian Hindu. The Hindu is from day one doing. I like this guy. The not so holy Babas behind bars. Okay, these guys are all in jail. A person is not valued by their clothes, they are valued by their deeds. Neither are Hindus evil, nor Sikhs, Christians, and Muslims are evil. Evil. A person who comes down to evilness is evil. Gurmeet Ram Rahim, can't deny that. Can't argue with that. That's righteous. Self-styled godman, head Dera Sacha Saada, actor, filmmaker. Yeah, dude, he has great movies, this guy. This guy's movies, oh my god. We gotta do a movie review day. Let me make sure we're not getting a copyright strike on this. No, we good. What did he do? Sorry, I missed that. Oh, okay. Charge 2. Murder of journalist, Ramchandra. You see that? You see how he actually presents himself like a kid's show. It's so, his stuff is so banger. It's like so for kids. It's so like bright lights, everything. You know what I mean? But okay, murder journalist, sentenced to life imprisonment. Damn. There's more. Murder of ex-sec member Ranjit Singh. Oh my god. I grew up with a guy named Ranjit Singh, sentenced to life imprisonment. I grew up with a Ranjit Singh. You know, this is hitting home for me. A beautiful life does not just happen. It is built daily by prayer, humility, sacrifice, and love. A devotee who is free from malice towards all beings is dear to the Lord. Asaram Bapu, self-proclaimed spiritual leader, founder Sri Yoga Vedanta Seva Samiti. That's a big group. Charge 1, Jodhpur case. Okay. Wrongful confinement. Okay, well, you go to the... This is yeah. Okay, this got really sad, actually. I didn't think... You know, they're way worse than what we even think. You know, like, I'm thinking they're going to be like Osho, where it's just embezzlement. So far, we got a murder and, like, 3... Don't want to say the word because it gets people demonetized, apparently. Charge 2, Surat case. 2 sisters accuse Asham and his son repeatedly. Oh, wow. Narayan Sai, sentenced to life imprisonment. Damn. Other charges: land encroachment, Gurukul dads, attack on witnesses. Now, he's interesting because he does like whole dance. He does like dances and he does like a lot of stuff like that. So artistically, I like him. And we all are familiar with Adityananda right here. Gratitude is the greatest prayer. Surrender is the ultimate technique to merge with existence. Paramahansa Nityananda. Fugitive. Self-styled godman. Oh, he's got more credits than that. The guy has his own country in South America. Kailas. No, man, we had a girl on, and she's a great guest, and she sells jewelry now. And I got to bring her back on the show. I think her name... Oh, my God. I can't think of anyone's names right now. Oh, my God. I'm such a jerk. I had a cult survivor on, and I can't even remember the name. Can you believe it? But she was, like, joined, I think, when she was, like, 22. Stayed for 14 years. Took her mom in. And was, like, committed to this guy. Just did whatever he said. And I'll never forget. I was like, did you have sex with him? And she goes, no, but he did try. And this is what he did. He goes... Sarah G. This guy texts her, send me one nude photograph of yourself, please. Immediately, thank you. And she goes, and she says to him, this is genius. This is actually a great tip that she should put up as a short because people are in cults And people are going to end up in this situation. A lot of young women and young men, really, because these spiritual teachers, they go both ways. They're freaks, man. They go both ways. But, this is a very powerful technique that everyone should learn, I thought, is that this guy sends her a text. She's in his cult. He sends her a text and says, send Babaji one nude photograph, please, immediately, please, and thank you. God is great. Something like that, right? She sends him back a text. This is genius. She sends him back a text. She says, but you have the eye of Shiva. Your third eye is open and can see all things at all times. Why don't you see me like this, Babaji? Send. Then this guy sends her back and he goes, very good, I was testing you. Babaji testing. And you failed the test because you have too much shame in your heart. If you did not have so much shame, you would send the nude photograph immediately. So now send it. Thank you. And she's like, she goes, I don't know what, I mean, at that point, it's a silly game now. The seriousness is gone, right? Like, you've broken the tension. Now you're both kind of like, okay, but Shiva still, yes, very good answer. Like, he has to even admit that, like, that's a good one. I have the eye of Shiva, can see all things. Yes, no, that I did teach you that. And she even had to be like, you taught me, Babaji. That's what the text is. But Babaji, you taught me so righteously that you have the third eye of Shiva and you can see all things. So why wait for my photo? Just use your eye of Shiva and see all what you need to see. Then he came back. So at that point, it's silly. He was even like, good, very good. He's like, you will be the head of my politics department one day. Very good. Kidnapping. Wrongful confinement of children in his Ahmedabad ashram. Oh, he had an ashram in Gujarat. Gotta say, man, men just get better with age, right? Like, look at how he looks as a silly little, this is, sorry, but like weird, right? The shade, no beard, and like, just like, he's like too much of a goody two-shoes. Then you got this guy. This guy's a rock and roll. Now he became a rock and roll. You can see how they grow over the years. That's so sad, though. I'm sorry that happened. Fled India in 2019. Founded his own country. Yes. Wow. I thought it would be like money laundering. You know what I'm saying? Am I innocent? Am I too innocent? I wasn't really expecting this video to be that bad. When I first said like, oh, this is a perfect video, that I could do this whole setup of my cousin's like, but a Hindu would never do wrongful things. How can a Hindu do wrongful things? That's what he said. And I was like, I'll play this video. I didn't think they would all be like just going straight to sexual stuff though. I thought it would be like money laundering, fraud, tax evasion. Like, I thought it was going to be on that level. But of course, each one of them did a thing. The only way to be free from all the sins of all the evils and diseases is to go in the refuge of a Tattvadarshi Sant. Oh, so of course he's a Tattvadarshi. Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji is the Tattvadarsh Sant who provides true worship of true God. Worst quote so far. I gotta say, everyone else's quotes so far have been just good quotes on their own. And that's really the key, I think. That's how you know that this guy's too much of a psycho, or he's getting it too easy. I think this guy maybe inherited a following or something, because that's just like, okay, let's go back one. Okay, here we go. So even Nityananda, who we know is a psycho, he says, right? This is a beautiful quote. Gratitude is the greatest prayer. True. Surrender is the ultimate technique to merge with existence. Also true. And this is taught very much in meditation. This is a profound teaching. Some people, if you're not at the advanced level enough of doing meditations and all that kind of stuff, you might see this as like, I don't know, what does that mean? That's fine, right? But he's not just doing a plug in his quote. You know what I'm saying? This guy's quote is just a plug. The only way to be free from all sins, all the evils and diseases, is to go in the refuge of a Tattvadarshi Sant. Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji is the Tattvadarshi Sant who provides true worship of true God. Sucks, dude. Come on. Self-styled religious leader, founder, Satlok Ashram. Oh my God, these guys are all just vicious, man. Yeah, no, dude. What's he say? I can't believe he goes, no, Hindu Babaji would never do this because Hindu Guruji has a real fear of God, brother. Okay. Murder of a child during clashes between police and Sun supporters. Oh my God. Sentenced to like, wait, who did this? Four women and a child. No. Who did he kill? Why is he being charged with murdering them? Did the police murder them or did he murder them? It sounds like if his supporters, like why would he kill his supporters if they're clashing with the police? I don't like it. Ichadari Swami Bhimananda. Oh, this guy's... I like big guys. I like these guys that are like, yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, this is what the Zen teach. That the biggest sinners, they're hiding up with God. They put themselves with God, of course. Of course. The biggest sinner, he says, oh, I'm with God. I love God too much. I can't sin. Come on, dude. Arrested, booked. Cheating? This is where you gotta kind of be like, come on, dude. This is... What did he cheat? You can't just say cheating. Cheating! That's so Indian. He's like, what's the charge? Cheating! You're doing cheating. I know. Come on. Like, it's like, come on, dude. Be specific. Arrested, booked. You're specific about that. Oh, cheating. You cheating. That's it? Well, the sex racket. Well, here's the thing. Okay. Let's go here. What's a sex racket, sir? Did he have consent of the women? Gotta ask now. Now that your second one was bullshit, now I gotta ask about the first one. What's this sex racket? Is it maybe him helping women? Because I've seen Christian churches in Toronto, they're attached to a strip club because they want to save that woman. They want to save those ladies. They want to help those women if they need help. You know, if they need help, they want to be there to say, hey, we have a, you know, if you ever want to get out of this kind of work, we got, you know, God's here to help. God's here to help. If you ever want to change your mind about this, God's here. That's nice, dude. That's so good that Christians do that. That's so good. Because the Hindus will... I mean, maybe he's doing it. Maybe this guy's doing it. I've only ever seen Christians with the love of heart to do something like that. To have even respect for the sex worker and that, you know, the Christians are so loving and forgiving in some of their teachings. It's no... You can't find it in the other religions. I'm telling you, you can't. In old Hindu stories, the moral of the story is like, she was a prostitute, so she is not worth anything. Like, they'll have stories like that even. Where it's like, not Hindu, I feel like Muslims have stories like that. Like, just like folk morality tales of like, but she had one husband already, so get rid of her. Like, something like that. Like, they would never be cool with this. But the Christian, they'll save a sex worker. I don't like this. I don't like cheating. Cheating, no. No, you cheating. The police, you're cheating. Bullshit. Swami Amrita Chaitanya, self-proclaimed spiritual leader, founder, Shanti Thiram Trust. Charge 1, fraud committed in UAE. Wanted by Interpol. Fraud committed in Kerala. Well, at least he's not assaulting women. Right? This is what I was expecting all 5 of them to be. Stuff like this. Not paying taxes, fraud. Well, let's not speak too soon. Charge 3. Okay, well, there you go. There you go. So, that's it. Sorry, guys. I really thought... I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to think of something good for them, right? But what can I do? Of course, charge 3 comes in with this. So, this guy's a piece of shit, too, like the rest of them, I guess. Okay, making porn videos of himself sexually... Oh, my God. Okay, you know, if you make the video... That's airtight, isn't it, in court? That's airtight. You can't, you know, the other people, they're probably saying like, no, I didn't do it. This guy, you can't even say that. Come on, man. Made a video. 16 years, that's it? Swami Premananda, self-styled God man. This guy looks so nice, man. Sri Lanka origin. I like this. I like his look. Oh my God. Sorry. I should be better at judging character here. Look at his face. He looks like such a sweet man. Even here, he even looks even nicer too. With the big beard, froey beard, and froey hair. That's so nice. Wow. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. So many topics, so much to talk about. Oh, and tomorrow we have a very special guest on the show. Holy shit, I forgot to mention it. We have tomorrow. We have an MLM. We have like an MLM star. We have like an MLM, an anti-MLM star. Really, you could say an anti-MLM YouTube anti-MLM star. Invested Lifestyle is going to be here. Elaine Linga will be here tomorrow. Holy shit, I'm going to find that. But let's, in the meantime, bring up the comment section and let's talk amongst ourselves here, people. We've gone through a lot today. We've talked about a lot of stuff. Let me look at my community, huh? Can I look at my community? Can I just look at all the children in my beautiful ashram? No, that's the wrong one. It's this one. Very good, very good. That's nice. Look at all the comments. CB Applejack says, Russia got richer. Oh, wow. Okay, we got to talk about the Ukraine war, don't we? Don't we, my beautiful children? Don't we? But real quick, though, thanks for coming, everyone. This is a Church of Loving Kindness, a digital ashram of loving kindness. And it's very important that we get together and review these fake gurus and make sure that we're not, like just the tips you got today on some of these gurus and just how to handle them and how to look at them. So foolish. They're foolish to do these things, to commit these sins. Better to be righteous, right? Better to be righteous. And by the way, this is my Canadian Screen Award. If you didn't remember, if I didn't mention it off the top, I think I showed the certifications off the top, but just to let you know, for your ego to know, I am an award-winning writer. This is a Writers Guild Award, and this is a Canadian Screen Award for writing Dino Dana. One episode. I didn't write the whole show, but great show. I'm shooting it right now, and we're having a lot of fun. The kids are so cute. Oh my God, the kids are so talented, so cute. I got to get my nephews in there. But they're so hardworking, man. They memorize like 10 times the lines that we do. They have it's all their lines. So if you feel like an idiot if like you're missing one line, like I think someone was like beating themselves up because like, oh God, I missed a line. And it's like the kid has 6 pages. So they feel, you feel bad. But anyway, this is hilarious. This is so cute. The girl who plays my son's best friend, Kayla, in the show, she calls me Mr. Amish. She's like a kid. She's like so little Filipino girl, so cute, very talented. And she goes, Mr. Amish. She calls me Mr. Amish. And she goes, Mr. Amish, I remember you mentioning that you're single, so I asked my aunt if she would go on a date with you. She said no, but I asked her. That's so cute though, right? That means I'm cool. That means I'm cool, right? Because it's her aunt. So she's trying to get her aunt to go out with me. That's very high coolness. Let's read some of these comments, though. Sophia Gibson is here. I might have to start looking at Twitter, LOL. I know, right? We got to get on Twitter.
Well, we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
Or is it X? It's called X now, right? Justin Consciousness, the sweet look is how they get you. Yeah, Justin. He looks like such a sweet, sweet Babaji, right? Some Babajis are straight up hot, and then some Babajis have this just like a caring face, you know what I mean? But it's weird because the best Gurujis in the game have nothing. Like Osho, honestly, I always thought that about him. I was like, this guy's a genius. I listened to hours and hours of Osho. I think he's incredible. His teachings are incredible. His Zen teachings are amazing. He was a psychology professor before, so he knows how to talk to a Westerner and you know what I mean? Like he's into some high-end great stuff, a lot of Zen. He picks and chooses the best stuff. But his face, it's not there. But yeah, that last guy, that last Guruji, he was so cute. I can't believe I said he was so cute, and then it said 13 rape charges, and it's like, oh my God, now I look like an idiot. I really thought I really was having hope for those two that it's just going to be fraud, it's just going to be some tax evasion, it's just going to be, you know what I mean? But of course, they also are doing it. So there you go, right? And it's not me saying, oh, the Hindu is bad or the Hindu. It's just me saying, like, look, we are all children of the Most High God. What is this attitude that one religion is above the other? You think that, do you really think that we're going to die and then God's going to be like, oh, no, you guys don't get it to go in? Like, he's just going to pick out groups and be like, okay, Christians, go ahead. Hindus, we got a section for you. It's all the way to the end. Hindus, because you're not fully in, so we have a section for you, and you can visit on Wednesdays, Thursdays, but you're far on the far end. There is a bit of a smell. Don't complain. Well, you should have been in the right religion. You chose the wrong one. So Hindus go to the end. Christians, you get whatever. Just get that banger real estate at the top. Muslims, oh no. You're in hell. Muslims are in hell. You really think that God's going to do that? Is that what you think? Is there no sense of righteousness? We're going to die and go to God, and God's going to say, oh, you played a fun, silly little game, and you played another little game. That's what he's going to say about the religions, honestly. People think the religions are so important. But according to the Vedantic teachings and the loving kindness teachings, and let's go to full screen. Let me bring up the righteousness, the scale. See, the scale, according to the scale, God is not a person in the sky, but the feeling you get when you get a little flutter in your heart. It's the feeling of love. God is love. So, and on that level, there's no logic and there's no story. Like, there would almost be an equal love of every religion. It's an unconditional love at the top. It's an unconditional love. And you know, there's a great story by Alan Watts where he talks about how, like, how Hindus see life as a game. It is a lila. It is a dance. It is, we are God, pretending not to be God so we can play and dance with each other and then go back to God again. Being God again. So that's what it is. That's like the energy source of the whole thing. That's like the energy that's coming into the atoms. It's coming in, that's God coming in. That's a loving kindness energy. According to Veda, according to really all the religions have this department in there. So I don't know how scientific you can say it is, but this is just a theory. You can see if it makes sense to you. But basically it's like, that's the main thing, right? Is that it's just like a feeling, and then so Alan Watts is talking about how the Hindus think that the whole thing, they call it the lila. It is a dance. It is a game. It is a play. It's a play. Not even a game. Because a game, there could be winners, losers. No, just a play. Just a dance. Even winners and losers, then you're introducing the ego. Just a dance. But why dance? Why does the bird sing? Just for the love of the dance. That's it. Any other things added on, that's you trying to get something out of life. And it's not. It's like the goal is to get so pure that it's just for the action itself. That's what they say when you're in a flow state. You could also say that God is a flow state. Because it's a creative energy. It's creation. So if you are in a flow state, you are lost in creation, you are God. That's actually more of like what this love is. It's not like a romantic love. It's like a love of your karmas, a love of your work, a flow state. It's a flow state kind of a love, but it's an unconditional love. Anyway, he's talking about how the Hindu thinks the whole thing's a dance, whatever. Then the Christian comes to the Hindu and says, you fool. This is a very serious business, and we have to live perfect, or else if you don't live perfectly, you will go to hell, and the good will go to heaven, and the bad will go to hell. And if you don't live perfectly, you will be a fool, and God will kill you and burn you for eternity. And the Hindu hears that, and the Hindu says, oh, that's a good story. You'll play really seriously with a story like that. Good one. And the Christian says, no, you have to convert. You have to convert or else you will. And the Hindu says, no, that's a good story. Keep going with that story. That's fun. You will be so serious in this life. Good. No, it's not my story. But yeah, good for you story. Great story for you. Very powerful teachings. It's beautiful. That's basically the attitude. So the idea that one's going to be above the other, it's just not righteous. Even one country over another. That's why all fighting is wrong, according to the loving kindness teachings. It is not wrong, but it is an aberration. It's like a mistake in thinking. Let's read some of, what do we got here? Oh, here we go. Sorry. Here we go. There we go. CEB, well, let's honor our congregation real quick, shall we? With a nice little, let's play, no, that's too scary. Let's play, no, that's very chill. Let's do Benji by Dialia. You're listening to Benji by Diala. Right here on the Drip, Rip and Dip on YouTube. Sophia Gibson is here. Guess what?
Well, we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
That's true. Gyanchor says there's a great Rowan Atkinson bit about this. Yes, correct, Gyanchor. Father Mocker. Oh, sweet. A sweet kiddo. I'm gonna go on a date with Scamish. Who is this person? Let's go to channel. Father Mocker. Huh, interesting channel. Father Mocker. P. Morton is here. How's it going, P. Morton? CB Applejack with some leads here. Jacoby Napier. I'm not sure how they will get masses to listen to lockdowns, restrictions, and mask mandates again, especially after the Scottish COVID inquiry. I know, right? You know what I do? You know what's hopeful right now is that it does seem like the entire culture is a little... There's a more sense of like, oh, we're not doing lockdowns again. Even from the people who believed in it the first time, I feel like they're not going to come out so strong with it. Because you know what's happening is that I remember when the lockdown happened, the first time, second time, whatever. There's this guy that we knew who was like, this is wrong, and the government's screwing us, and the pharmaceutical companies are making too much money, and we need to stand up, and we need to fight back. And we kind of all looked at that guy like he's kooky, right? Okay, so now I think we need to apologize to that guy and be like, hey, you were right. You were right about a lot of it. Right? What do you guys think? Because it does seem like a lot of this stuff was like overreach, mistakes, pharmaceutical companies coming in, bossing these guys around, telling them what to do. And they are weak people. They're woke, soft, weak people. Not willing to fight even a little bit. Oh my God, I just saw this great documentary. And I want to show you some clips from it, actually. It's a fantastic documentary. It's about, like, wokeness in Canada. It's called Is Woke Gone Too Far? Something like that. It's called Canada's Woke Nightmare. It's really good documentary, and it is, like, a conservative documentary, obviously. But he brings up good points. He talks about this woman who, like... I'll show it to you. Yeah, but that's going to be our next topic. I got to do more Ukraine war stuff. I'm in the Ukraine peace initiative, and I haven't been doing my karmas for them. So I got to like look into it, and maybe in the next couple of days I'll do another a Ukraine edition. You know what I'm saying? I got to talk about Ukraine because it is not looking good. But despite the fact that it's not looking good, it seems like people are just doubling down, right? Applejack, what do you think? Do you think at this point they're like, okay, not going so well, let's talk? Or, okay, we're not going to get anything better than this. Let's just talk and figure something out. It seems like now's the time to do that, but they're not at all even close to that. It seems like they're just kind of like, okay, well, if they nuke, they nuke. That's kind of where it's at, it seems like. If you gotta go nuke. Can't stand down. That seems like the attitude. What do you guys think? Am I being flagrant here? Am I being rude? Jackknife. What hoodie is that? It's a Aero hoodie from Aero Postal. It's one of the best hoodies. Look at how this is. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, Gyanchor says, me and my GF got COVID. Mine third and her fourth. I took all 3 shots for work-related plus travel reasons and got COVID after finishing all 3 shots. Haha. Yeah, dude. It's like, what is this vaccine? They used to say that it prevents it. Now they say that it kind of reduces the symptoms. But how about, like, we don't just enrich these pharmaceutical companies and just do whatever stupid thing that they say and interrupt our days and our... Like, I have work to do, guys. You know how many topics? I'm way behind on topics right now. I should be 4 topics in right now. Okay? We're 3 topics behind. And if I had to go and get a COVID shot right now, I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't have time for this shit. I can't get a COVID shot. So make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, and support this digital ashram. This is a church of loving kindness, a church of truth and love and light. And if we shine the light on these issues, they will become righteous. automatically. That's what they teach. Kinmist says, 95 says, hey Amish, do you understand Hindi? I have an incredible podcast recommendation. Yo, send it over to my Instagram. Can you send it to my Instagram? Thanks, baby. Love you. Wow, podcast recommendations.
Wow, we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
I did want to... Okay, there is a short clip I want to show about Trudeau. And I just wanted to say that in his defense, I have found a very important clip. Not in his defense, but in...
Sunny ways, my...
This is a very important clip from Justin Trudeau. Thought it was important that we talk about it. That was important that we talk about it. Oh, look at that. Canada 2-0. Beautiful. Oh, it's behind me. No. Okay, let's see it. Let's take a look.
My friends, sunny ways.
I live in Ontario.
I'm in Toronto.
I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Did Canada fall off, like, terribly this year?
It continues to keep going downhill.
Cost of living is absolutely insane.
Cost of living in Canada is absolutely insane.
I don't understand anymore.
The cost of living is outrageous.
The cost of living...
Just so frustrating that like you do all the right things, you go to university, and then you come out, you get a
Good representation here. Women, people of color.
job, whatever, and you can barely afford rent.
You go to school, you get a degree, and you're still not guaranteed a job. $60K a year? That used to be like a decent amount of money. Not anymore.
I don't understand how I make $34 an hour. And I can't function.
I'm working like 3 jobs right now. Like I got out of university like last year in December, and I have been grinding it out ever since.
I can't pay my bills. I can't even literally keep gas in my car to get to work 3 days a week.
I got this friend, he's like a software developer, he makes a decent amount of money, maybe like close to 150. There's no chance I can get a house. My parents helped me, and I was just like, man, like a software developer making like 150, and he's like, man, I can't get a house.
The cost of groceries is absolutely insane. I went to a local farmer's market down the street, and I got like 5 just little things, and it came to $62. That wouldn't even feed me for 3 days.
Maybe $80 in food for the week. And I literally only buy groceries.
This music is a lot. This is from Pierre Poilievre's channel. This is the opposition party leader. It's a lot. This music, what would the Conservatives have done differently? Well, the obvious thing is, okay, there's two. See, that's the first argument you get, and we're going to talk about that, but let's watch the rest of this.
My daughter's home now.
We're getting absolutely killed on groceries.
I just got back from doing groceries, and I have $70 worth of groceries on my table right now, and I genuinely don't even know what I purchased that made it to $70.
People who have full-time jobs making like 40K going to the food bank.
I can't afford to move out. I'm 24, and I'm embarrassed that I can't move out. I can't leave my toxic household. How?
Oh, I was gonna say if it's toxic, you can't leave. Yeah, man, just imagine her parents are like, "Hey, toxic." They're gonna see the video and be like, "Oh, toxic. Okay, well, you think you're all perfect?" Can't get out of my toxic household. I get it. My mom's so toxic, man. I'm in her house too. But I'm helping her, right? That's what I tell people. That's what I tell girls when they come over. I'm like, no, I got to help my mom because she's, look at what she's going through. She's sick. So I said, move in, mother, move in. I'll take care of you, mother. That's what I say. That's what I say to people. Yeah. Then it looks like you almost got to twist the situation, right? Like, what is this attachment to like, you have to move out? Who cares? So many people are, you think I'm crazy? So many people are like, no, if you live at home, you'll get lazy, you'll get fat. It's like, I'm not. Am I? It does feel like, how would I do all the other shit? But it also just feels like, what a waste to have a whole other house. Like maybe this whole thing of every single person owning a house is like an old thing. Like we went too far with it and now we're correcting, but they're suffering all the correction loss.
Where do you live?
I can't function anymore.
It's brutal out there.
I feel so utterly stuck. I don't know what to do anymore.
This Canadian dream, is it still a thing?
Sunny ways, my friends, sunny ways. Sunny ways, my friends, sunny ways.
What a psycho. What is he saying sunny ways for?
Friends.
What the hell is sunny ways? That's his line? That's his, like, the line that they told him? Like, say sunny ways. Then they'll feel like, they'll cheer him up. Sunny ways, that'll cheer him up. Is that what they were thinking? You know what I think, Trudeau? You know what? This is our own faults, though, I think. I think this is our own faults as Canadian citizens because you know what happened is that we babied him We just let him be the prime minister because his dad was the prime minister. And we're really not holding him to account. It's like, we got to just vote him out for 2 years. I'm not saying I love conservatives. I'm sure Pierre Poilievre's a scumbag. I'm sure he's going to get in. He's going to do the same dumb shit. Who knows? Whatever. I mean, this raising the interest rate this high, it's a lot. It's kind of like, you're crazy. And you know what it makes me think? Like, he's such a rich kid, Trudeau. And I know rich kids, and I am almost there myself. And I know these people, this community, and they're so delusional, out of touch, that you know what they do is probably like 6-7 months ago, someone said, Mr. Trudeau, the people are suffering with these mortgage rates. And he was probably like, what's a mortgage? What's a mortgage? Never heard of it. Because he's so rich, he's never had a mortgage. He doesn't know anything. So dumb, dude. Honestly. He really has failed in every other thing that he did in his life. He was a teacher for 2 years. He's never done anything. It's a bad sign, man. Ask anyone who works in a corporation. Tell them that you have zero resume. Tell them that your resume is like 2 years here, a year there, 2 years there. And ask your friend who makes 6 figures to help you get a job. They're going to be like, no, you can't. They would never hire you with this. This is not a resume. That's what they would say. They would say, this is not a resume. So how is this idiot with his resume? He was a teacher for 2 years. He was an MP for 2 years. He was an actor for 5 years before that or something like that. That's it. Not even one thing with any real achievements. Just MP 2 years. And then because his dad's the prime minister, like, okay, you can be the prime minister now. His mind is rotten. He's stupid. Now we made him stupid. He's too dumb to know that he's an idiot. He doesn't even know. He needs to get elected out. And then when he goes into the real world and he realizes that there's literally nothing else I can do. I have no other life skills. I need to learn how to govern properly and figure this the fuck out. He'll fix his brain. He'll get tight and he'll come back and be a good prime minister again. That's what I think is going to be this. That's what his trajectory is. Because he needs to, like, fix it. He's too much problems with him. He's too many, like, ethics violations, all this shit. He doesn't know what he's doing. But we just keep electing him. I think, no, that's honestly, they go, people are struggling with their mortgages. And this idiot is probably like, what's a mortgage? Never heard of it. Mortgage? What's that? And then these guys have to probably be like, sir, it's when someone can't afford to buy a house. So they borrow money from someone who has the bank or someone who has the money. And then they pay it back through a system called a mortgage. And then Justin Trudeau's probably like, well, if they don't have the money, then don't buy the house then. Why don't they have money for a house? Well, then don't buy it then. Because he's probably just always been in situations like, well, since I was born, we just bought the house. I've never heard of a mortgage. What's a mortgage? We just bought it. You just buy it. That's the kind of rich life he's lived. It's like when Jessica Simpson was like, what's Walmart? Never heard of it. Walmart? What's that? That's where you get food? We have a guy who brings us food. Hey, maybe he goes to Walmart. I ain't never heard of it. That's what this guy's at. He's just too out of touch. So let's all do him a favor, elect him out, get rid of him. And that's how you can help him. It's kind of like Hunter Biden. The mind is rotten. This Hunter Biden shit, the whole time he's doing crack, all this stuff, all these Democrats are like, no, he's the president's son. It's like, no, if you don't hold him to account, he's never going to go to rehab. If you just keep giving him millions of dollars, he's never going to go to rehab. He's never going to fix his life. You enabled him, and you make his mind a rotten. That's the truth, people. That's the truth, and that's my pontification. Let's go to break time. Who's in the comment section? Kimmy95. Send me that. Father Merker. Nachama Gluck, what's up? Hold on. Then we got Down Code Rumble. What's up? Wow, Down Code Rumble said, how do you stop yourself from angry outburst? Oh, good question. I tried meditation, exercise, yoga, church, prayer. My dad just tells me to read the Bible. I'm angry all the time at the news, politics, traffic. Yes, you definitely... Okay, here's what you need, Down Code Rumble. You need to start getting into Buddhist philosophy and loving kindness and forgiveness philosophy. And what will happen is that as you start taking in this philosophy of loving kindness, because the first thing that you might be missing with all this stuff is you might be missing just what poison anger is doing to you. You know what I mean? Like if you're just always an angry person, you've always been angry, you might not even have just the basic data, no offense, because you're smart in other ways and you probably get shit done too, because the anger can help you get certain things done. But there's a whole world of information in the Zen literatures and the talks and the meditation talks. There's hours and hours of talks where people systematically explain to you how anger is robbing your life. That's step one, I think. Start listening to stuff like that. Start listening to because if you look at this loving kindness philosophy, right? Let's get the scale of righteousness up. If you look at the scale of righteousness, you can see that anger is very low in the vibration. And what happens when you start getting into this kind of philosophy and start listening to it, you start getting that awareness of okay, I can see how this is just a break. You know what the Buddha calls it? Actually, there's a Buddhist quote in the Dhammapada. He says that an angry person is like a careening chariot out of control. And it will go in the ditch. It is a careening chariot. There's no control. You are not in control when you're angry. You are not even you. You are, all these subsystems get taken over in anger. And it is like a careening chariot. A careening, rickety, careening chariot going into the ditch. That's the only place it leads, but you got to study it a little more. Because right now there's probably voices in your head. There's probably a part of you that's saying, no, you have to get angry though. What about when you have to get into a fight? What about this? What about this? Okay. I'm not saying that those in quick bursts, it's good to get angry, of course. If you're in that moment, there's a quick burst of anger. But if you look at animals, after they get into a fight, they do that, shake it out. Because they know it's a low vibration. So they do it. It is a low vibration. Shake it out. A lot of animals do it after a fight. Because they know that they have to be loving. They're like, let's get that out. Stay positive. Let's keep moving. Shake it out. Shake out the anger. Shake out the bitterness. And that's why animals, they could get into a fight one day, but they won't turn into the bitter rivalries of I'm going to kill your whole family, something like that. It's more just it's just doing business. It's like that cartoon where the chicken and the fox hunts the chicken, and at the beginning of each workday they have to check into work. So once they check out of work, there's hey Larry, hey Tommy, and then when they're going, I think it's called foghorn leghorn, and then they go into work, they swipe the card, and they're boom, and then they got to start killing each other. One's got to kill the other one's got to run away. That's kind of how animals look at their fighting. They just see it as okay, got to get the work done. Yeah, you tried to kill my baby. We stopped you. If you try it again, we'll kill you. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's hard after they shake it off. Once they shake it off, then they can say, "Oh, okay, cool. Hey, man, you gotta eat, right? You gotta eat." That's the kind of mentality they have with each other. They don't carry the bitterness, anger. But really, if you think about, even if you look back on the times that you've been angry, it's if you're angry at someone, even when you're not in the moment of rage, because in the rage moment, then you are a careening chariot. That everyone can see probably. But in the other times, even what a lot of these people say is that the meditation teachings, what you'll learn from them, is that 10, 20, 30% of your brain in the background, it's operating on beefing with someone, being mad at someone, something like that. 10, 20%, right? And you want to get that brain efficiency back. And that's why a lot of times when you do these loving kindness and forgiveness meditations, that's why they say that the most powerful meditation is a forgiveness meditation. And the way that you do the forgiveness meditation is you take someone that you hate or you're angry at, and then you watch them, and then you see them as a child. And then it's hard to still be mad at them. And then you see them as a child and seeing them go through the trauma that's making them act incorrectly. Maybe it happened to them as a kid. Now you're seeing that and you're saying, oh, this is just a child. And if you go far back enough, you kind of get to this we are all one kind of a place. With the going back and seeing them as a child, forgiving it, seeing them. Because even if you look at every other human being, if you take away the experiences And then if you take away the genetics, everyone's exactly the same, actually. There's just one same light igniting all of us. The love in the light, as they say. So what the point is, though, is that there's unconsciously 20-30% of your unconscious mind is just in the beef. And sometimes you'll just find yourself going somewhere and you'll be thinking of insults, comebacks on someone. You'll say it out like, oh, yeah, well, I'll show you, like something like this. And you'll say it in a subway, say in a car, like, yeah, well, how come they did us on Tuesday? Something like that. Like, you'll have an outburst. You know? Yeah, well, then why is Trump so, Yeah, well, then why is Trump, he's going to jail for the 4th time now, right? So you're in a fight. 20-30% of your energy is gone unconsciously. It's bursting out. Little bursts are coming out there. Gears are grinding. It's 30% efficiency gone. You could do your taxes. You should be doing your taxes then. Because 30% of your energy is going on this energy. You could just take that, put it on the taxes. Put it on anything, lovingly. Something positive that will take you somewhere. But that energy, it is just a wasteful energy. And yeah, that's I'd say the number one thing I'd say to you is that if you go to those talks, and listen, tonight I'm teaching a loving kindness class. Perfect time for you to ask. Tonight, 9 p.m. on Zoom, I am teaching a loving kindness class, and you can see it right here. And then tomorrow, I also want you to remember that tomorrow, this is a loving kindness class. This is on meetup.com/loveoracle, and you can find all these details in here. We got a big congregation coming in tonight. 9 p.m. I should be doing it today, 9 p.m. Yeah. But stay tuned on there. Just go join that group, and then you'll see when I'm doing my next meditations. And you'll get the updates there and everything. So, just come by. We practice it. We practice as a group. Yeah, why not? I am a spiritual teacher. I'm a spiritual teacher. I always knew it. That's what I was always meant to be, a spiritual teacher. But, that's what I think you have to remember to overcome anger. Anger, bitterness, negativity. We're not meant to live like that. It's a mistake. We're meant to love. Yeah, according to the loving kindness teachings. That's why all the meditation people are against war and they're peace activists. And we are going to have more peace topics in the next episode. Also, we got to talk about Rob Ford. Also, I saw this documentary about Canada being too woke. Lots of stuff to talk about. But I do have to go now. Meetup.com/loveoracle. There's a thing over there. Check it out. There's a thing you can sign up for the meditation. And also, tomorrow, 11/11, I'm doing a podcast with Elaine Linga. Elaine Linga. Hold on a second. Let's see the... Elaine Linga, tomorrow, 11/11. We're going to be talking more about how people are getting sued. About how people are getting sued, people, for speaking out against the MLMs. And we know here that it is not a righteous community. It's wrong what they're doing. It's evil what they're doing. And we have to speak out and we have to fight back. We have to speak out and we have to fight back. So tomorrow, Elaine Linga is fighting back. She's going to be here tomorrow, 11/11. 11/11. Right here on the drip. Same channel. Just come by, check it out. Come see what we're talking. Come see what she's going through. She's going through it, man. She's going through it. That's it. Elaine Linga. It says notify me. Right there. Invested lifestyle. Notify me. Go there. Get the notification. Hit the like button. Get the notification. Make sure you tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. We're going to have some silly clips for you. And we're going to have a very powerful discussion on who is righteous and who is not righteous in the community. And listen, thanks for coming, everyone. I'm going to play another track to play us out. This is Upbeat Happy Synthwave by New Dawn. Upbeat Happy Synthwave by New Dawn. Royalty, copyright-free music right here on the Drip, 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 Rip and Dip on YouTube. Thanks for watching. That's very good. Good karmas, everyone. Good karmas in the comment section. Very good. And make sure you hit the like. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Bobby Bag says Marco.
Wow, we're We're just a little buttercup,
He is.
aren't we?
Ganshore, P. Morton, Jacoby Napier, Bobby Baggs, Nachama Gluck, down code Rumble, CEB Applejack, Justin Consciousness Gwen, Father Mucker, and you got Yami Osniel is here. Lux Report, what's up? What's up? Thanks for coming, everyone.
Well, we're just a little buttercup, aren't we?
That is correct, and I'll see you tomorrow.